opening contestant has already banked $42,500 and is back for more. From New York City, please welcome bartender Michael Walsh. Hey, Michael. Welcome back.
Thank you.
All right, so the first time you were on, you told me you'd barely gotten any sleep the night before. You kept waking up and Googling stuff, and this time are you a little more rested?
No.
No.
Not at all.
You feeling more confident?
Yes, I am feeling more confident, but that certainly didn't help with the sleeping. There was more Googling to do.
Well, of course, you could Google forever is the problem.
That is the problem.
Yeah. Now, you are a bartender who wants to go to law school and eventually open your own restaurant.
Correct.
And serve what kind of food?
I don't know, maybe like, you know, like a fast food burger joint with a clown as the main character, you know.
I think that's done.
Really?
Yeah.
See, all the good ideas are taken.
Exactly. Well, we'll come up with something, all right? Like, don't do it. Just to recap, you are taking on round one. You have 9 questions to go to get to your million, 5 to get to round 2. You got $42,500 in your bank, and you still have a lifeline left to jump the question. So what do you say? You ready?
I don't know about you, but I'm psyched.
Okay, I'm psyched too. Audience, are you psyched? You ready? Let's play Millionaire. Hey, Michael. In 2011, Simon Cowell and Paula Abdul reunited as judges on what talent competition show? The Voice, American Idol, America's Got Talent, The X Factor. Do you watch a lot of TV?
I do watch a lot of TV, but I'm not big on the competitions. But that being said, I see enough commercials, and I believe it's D, The X Factor. Final answer.
It is The X Factor. Absolutely right. Put a little more money in your bank. How much is behind this question? $3,000. Okay, $45,500. 4 away from round 2 at this point. According to the famous quote by Socrates, what type of life is not worth living? Unfurnished, undressed, unnatural, unexamined.
Well, I don't really know this particular quote, but unfurnished sounds a bit too materialistic for Socrates, as does undressed, although an undressed life is kind of worth living.
You dirty boy, you.
Unnatural doesn't seem to make much sense, so I'm going to go ahead and guess and say D, unexamined. Final answer.
Yes, it is. Very good. Okay, Michael, let's see the money. $7,000. Krypton is well known as the name of Superman's home planet, but here on Earth, Krypton is a gas often used in what? Fire extinguishers, air conditioners, fluorescent lamps, hot air balloons.
It's certainly not D, that's helium. I don't believe it is B, air conditioners. I think that's Freon. Fire extinguishers or fluorescent lamps. I was leaning towards fluorescent lamps, so I'm going to go with it. Say C, fluorescent lamps. Final answer.
It is fluorescent lamps. I didn't think it was going to be, actually. Let's see how much money is got in the question. Maybe 10,000. 100, okay. Yeah, already 52,600. 2 away from round 2. At that point, you keep the entire bank, Michael.
That'd be cool.
You still have a lifeline, too. During World War II, what brand of food went unsliced for a time because metals, including slicing blades, went to the war effort? Ritz crackers, Vlasic pickles, Wonder Bread, Hostess cupcakes.
Well, Hostess cupcakes and Ritz crackers aren't really sliced. I mean, a cracker may be sliced, but it's just kind of silly. So I'm going to assume it's B or C, and just leaning towards C. It just makes the most sense with a loaf of bread. So I'm going to say C, Wonder Bread. Final answer.
You got it again, absolutely. Okay, as I said, it's worth out of $10,000 to $5,000. How much money is behind this question? Up to $62,600. When we come back, Michael's going to take a look at the last question. And welcome back to Millionaire Michael Walsh from New York City, doing a great job. $62,600 in his bank. One question away from round two. Michael, I think the audience will appreciate this. 2 weeks ago, you were sitting where they're sitting now. Is
That's
that correct?
Yep.
Took the test, passed it, and here he is, folks. So, like I said, it could be any one of you. And you brought along, rooting you on, your brother Brian and your buddy William. Nice to see you guys. Now, has Michael promised you anything if he wins a lot of money?
Some celebrating tonight.
Celebrating tonight. That's it?
Don't ask for much.
Okay. Well, you'll definitely be celebrating tonight at $62,600. One question to go in round one. Are you ready to keep playing?
I'm ready.
Then let's play. All right, Michael, what band named itself after a 1963 Italian film starring Boris Karloff? Black Sabbath, Talking Heads, The Grateful Dead, They Might Be Giants.
I don't believe it's D. Black Sabbath seems to have biblical origins. Grateful Dead, They Might Be Giants. Between C and D, I'm not quite sure. So I'm going to go ahead and skip the question. Jump the question.
Okay. Question's out of play. You don't have to answer it. Let's see the correct answer. Black Sabbath was the correct answer.
Awesome.
But you know what? It really doesn't matter. We know it's $5,000 behind it. But you still have $62,600, and you are now in round two. It is time to play Classic Millionaire. 4 questions, Michael. 4 questions away from the $1 million. As I said, you have $62,600. That is your money. If you want to walk in this question, you walk with all of that. Let's look at the question for $100,000. Given its 140-character limit, a single Twitter tweet is not long enough for the first sentence of which of these novels? Anna Karenina, Moby Dick, Pride and Prejudice, The Catcher in the Rye.
I have read 2 of these novels.
Which 2?
Well, 1.5. I've read The Catcher in the Rye, and I've read half of Moby Dick, which was, almost 2 novels in and of itself.
Do you remember enough about them to either keep them in or out?
I really don't. Moby Dick is such an obvious choice because the novel itself is so long. But the first sentence of Moby Dick is just call me Ishmael. So I think that's out. And The Catcher in the Rye, the first sentence. I assume it has something to do with Holden Caulfield saying that he didn't like phonies. Anna Karenina and Pride and Prejudice.
Well, did you come here with a game plan in mind if you reach this kind of point?
I did. Well, my dad told me to trust my gut, but then he also told me don't be greedy. And he told me that a lot more than he told me to trust my gut. So my game plan, was to come in here and just make the most out of this experience. And it's truly been wonderful. So
what are you leaning toward?
I'm leaning towards Pride and Prejudice. Jane Austen, I believe. Pretty sure it's Jane Austen. 50-50 chance in my mind for 100,000. 50-50 to lose. Slightly less than 40,000. I'm gonna go ahead and walk away.
Oh, I'm scared. Is that a final?
That's my final answer.
I'm glad because the answer was The Catcher in the Rye. You're walking away with $62,600. Michael, fantastic game. Fantastic.
Thank you.
It was really great. Nice to meet you. feeling?
I'm feeling excited.
Yeah, you said you've been waiting a long time for this moment.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and did you prepare, or not that you really can?
No.
Good.
No.
Yeah, just positive
I had
attitude.
a little trivia questions on the game and computer, but otherwise, no.
Great. Well, you're in good hands because these folks are wonderful.
Smart. Good.
And they are supporting you 100%. So
Okay.
good luck to you. Let us see the number in the numbers and the money in your round one. Okay, computer, please randomize the money and the questions as well. And now that everything is all mixed up, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Then let's play Millionaire. All right, Johanna. If someone is practicing the art of scrying, what are they most likely looking into? Crystal ball, crowd of people, someone's eyes, telescope.
Well, I know this one because of a show that I used to like to watch. My husband probably knows it well. The answer is a crystal ball. Final answer.
Absolutely right, it is crystal ball. All right, Johanna, let's see how much money is behind this question. We're going to start your bank with $3,000. Nice way to start. 13 questions away from $1 million. Never-ending game is your category. Updating his 18-and-a-half-hour documentary, Baseball, in 2010, Ken Burns added another 4 hours with an epilogue titled what? Double overtime, sudden death, the 10th inning, tiebreaker.
Well, the only one there that has anything to do with baseball is the 10th inning, and that would be an overtime baseball game. So I'm going to say C, 10th inning. Final answer.
I'm going to say you are right. Put some more money in that bank of yours. How much is behind this question? $10,000. It was worth the wait.
Yes, it was.
Eat your veggies is the next category. What vegetable is commonly grouped into two types, slicing and pickling? Pumpkins, cucumbers, red peppers, carrots.
B, cucumbers. Final answer.
Yeah, it is cucumbers. We have $13,000 so far in your bank. To that, we're going to add how much more? We'll put in another $2,000, $15,000. Johanna's doing a great job with the bank after more. Right after more.
Play the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire game on Facebook. Compete against your friends.
From Rye, New York is doing a wonderful job here. $15,000 in the bank after just 3 questions. Feels great.
Feels wonderful.
Your husband, Nick, is in the audience. Nick, nice to see you. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You guys have been married how many years now?
31.
31 years. Wow. And never celebrated the 30th anniversary.
Not
So
the
with
way
this
we
money, you'd like to celebrate that
I
anniversary?
really would. I would love to take him to Italy. He's never been.
Well, the way you're going, hopefully that'll be a dream come true. 15,000 in the bank, 11 away from $1 million. All of your lifelines are there, in great shape. Ready to keep playing?
Yes, ma'am.
Then let's play. All right. Because they mate for life, what animal was traditionally given by Korean grooms to the mother of the bride? Dove, dragonfish, turtle, wild goose.
Meredith, I have no idea what animals mate for life. I don't know about geese or turtles. I'm almost sure don't. Fish, it doesn't seem likely, but I'm going to jump the question.
Okay, question is out of play. You don't have to answer it. Let's see the correct answer.
Yeah.
Wild goose,
Okay.
mate for life. I didn't know that either. Learned something. Okay, let's hope you didn't jump over too much money
I
here.
hope not.
Check it out. $100. Much at all. Luck is on your side with that one for sure. And by jumping the question, 10 away from $1 million at this point. Still very much in the game. Illegal action is the category. Big money still to be had. A book or movie that's been illegally downloaded from the internet is said to be what? Vampired, pirated, ninja'd, zombied.
That would be B, pirated. Final answer.
That would be right. Pirated. Put some more money in the bag. Let's see the money behind this question. $40,000 in the bank. 5 away from round 2. At that point, you get to keep all that money. Book debate is the category. In 2011, parents engaged in a heated debate over a new children's book called Maggie Goes on a what? Cruise, diet, date, rampage.
I'm not sure, and it's an awful lot of money to guess.
Unless you have a very good guess.
My feeling would be if it was a heated debate, it would be about a diet. I'm going to say B, diet. Final answer.
Absolutely right. It could be a heated debate. It's ridiculous. Let's see the amount behind this question. $500, okay. $48,500. 4 questions left now in round 1. Observe and report is the next category. Where will you find the appropriately named Stratosphere Tower, the tallest freestanding observation tower in the U.S.? You're laughing.
I'm laughing because it's my favorite city in the whole world.
Las Vegas?
Las
Wait,
Vegas.
I got to read them.
Oh, sorry.
Las Vegas, that's okay. Seattle, Atlanta, Dallas. Take it away.
Las Vegas. A, final answer.
Yes! All right. Very good. Let's see how much money is behind this question. $1,000. Okay, $41,500. We're going to take a break now. We'll be back with more Millionaire right after this. Johanna Lodo from Rye, New York is doing a great job here. $41,500 in that banking. 3 questions away from round 2, and you know what happens then? You keep all of that money. It becomes yours. You still have 2 lifelines left. Are you ready to keep playing?
Yes, I am.
Then let's play. Which of these is the slang term for getting 2 items for the price of 1 and not the first name of a celebrity? Topher, rumor, kefir, twofer.
I like that. The answer is D, twofer. Final answer.
Yeah. Although someone has probably named their kid twofer somewhere. Let's see how much money is behind this question. $15,000. $56,500. All right, it was Topher Grace, Rumor Willis, and Kiefer Sutherland. Those are the celebrity kids. Useful gadgets is your next category. After winning the 1960 election, John F. Kennedy said about what invention, "We wouldn't have had a prayer without that gadget."
Oh, boy.
Television, telegraph, radio, telephone.
1960. We wouldn't have had a prayer without that gadget.
After winning the 1960
After
election.
winning.
John F. Kennedy said about
Well,
what
I
invention.
know that he was said to have done so well in the debate because of Nixon's 5 o'clock shadow. So I'm going to say A, television. Final answer.
That's absolutely right. And he won it because of that debate. All right, there's either $7,000 or $5,000 behind this question. How much money? Let's add $63,500. 1 away. You're going to have to stew over this a little bit longer. You'll come back to play for the million. All right, and folks, we hope to see you then. Until then, from New York, everybody.